Hello, how are you guys doing? Before we do anything else, because I know some of you on After Hours are just watching this, and that's fine, but I need you guys to know, let me get it up in the chat. Hi. Sorry about not streaming yesterday, I wasn't feeling good. We are doing a charity this weekend, like 6 days from now, starting Friday, going till the 21st, so July 19th to 21st, for the Pediatric Cancer Research Foundation, which is it's sort of like St. Jude's, but they spend less money on advertising, and they spend more money on helping children with cancer, which is amazing. And we've done, I don't know how many times have we done this charity? We've done it for a few years now, and yeah, I was just feeling kind of sick, man. That's all. I think it's I spray painted a new model for Warhammer, and I think the fumes were getting to me on top of the heat, on top of just kind of stressing out about the charity and all that. James at Games, thank you for the 10 months of support. The teams, thank you for 14. We're doing the trial, but I just want you guys to know, charity, I'm gonna bring it up a lot during this the stream, because I think this is gonna be one of the last streams I do before the charity, because Prime Day is on the 16th, and so no, I spray painted outside my apartment, but I brought it in and it was still kind of fumey, so you know, Prime Day is on the 16th. I could make a shit ton of money if I participated in it, but due to moral and ethical obligations, I cannot. So instead, I won't be streaming on Tuesday. So instead, we're going to be doing stuff today and Monday and Sunday. And then I don't want to be streaming on Friday because I don't want to compete with the charity. I could make a decent chunk of change by involving myself in Prime Day, but I'm not doing that shit. So that means no streaming on Tuesday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Because I don't want to be streaming on the charity days, except for my designated time, which I believe is on Saturday. So there's that. There's lots of spoilers. I mean, the basic premise of this game is that people die. And so we're very close to the end. So a lot of people have died. That's just how games like this go. Like I've been saying, it's sort of like Saw and Lord of the Flies at the same time. But anime, so all the girls have big titties. You know. But anyway, we're just about to start the trial. Now, from what I remember, this trial's execution gets claimed on YouTube. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll clip it into two different VODs, and they'll just both be available. But the one VOD will be from right before the execution forward, and the other one will be everything before the execution. And that should be fine. So. Whoa, Byakuya and Mokiko showed up together. Where the heck have you two been? You just disappeared without a word. We were investigating, of course. How could you not figure that out by this point? Mokito ranked high enough for you guys to go off together, just the two of you? Yeah, we made out too. We made out a lot. No. What, are you jealous?
Hey.
Are you making up some kind of creepy fantasy for yourself? Yes, she is.
What?
Stop talking and brace yourselves. He'll be here any second. Okay, so here's my understanding of what's happened. And here are my suspicions about what's gonna happen. A dead body was found. A dead body was found that was not wet. This is relevant in just a second. The dead body was never correctly identified as who it is, but it can only be one of two people. The 16th student, that is a mystery, or what is her name? Not Siaka. I want to say Siaka, but that's not correct. Kyoko. So basically it's either Kyoko or the 16th girl that we don't know of. Considering that Monokuma is still moving, I doubt it. Mikuru Ikasaba, yeah, her. The body was found originally by Toko. So, and because the body was dry, and because of the way that the sprinkler system works, they had to have been there after the sprinklers went off, because apparently ground doesn't stay wet afterwards. I would assume. Either that, or it was before the sprinkler went off, and then it just had enough time to dry. It'd be relevant. That means that we've already got about 4 suspects and 2 potential victims. So the suspects therefore are Byakuya, with the help of Toko. Toko pulling the body out of the shed and putting it in where we found it. That actually makes quite a bit of sense, because I'm not sure how the bomb could have gotten from downstairs in the gym upstairs to the place in that amount of time. So that seems like the most likely option. As for who it is, it's either Kyoko or whatever her name is, the 16th student. Considering I'm supposed to assume it's her, I assume it's not Kyoko, but it could be. So my guess currently, based on that information, is it's Leon. All right. But no, Byakuya with the help of Toko, and the victim is probably the 16th student? Possibly Kyoko? See, that's a problem with this trial, but we'll figure it out. But that's my guess. I'm going to love or hate this trial. So that is my guess based on the information that I remember from like a few days ago. So he showed up anytime. When I imagined what was about to happen, I immediately tensed up and prepared myself, but we stood there for a full 5 minutes waiting for something weird to happen, and then 5 minutes became 10.
Why?
What's going on here? Why hasn't Monokuma shown up yet?
Could it be?
The chicken thing is bizarre. I don't really have an answer for that, but that's a good question. Maybe he died again. What should we do? Should we keep waiting here, or what? Jesus! Did I scare you?
Come on.
I demand an explanation. Why did you waste my time and make me wait like that? What? I made you wait? You've got it all backwards. You're the ones making me wait. Huh?
In other words,
I'm waiting for everyone to arrive so we can start until everyone's here. Now can we? Okay, so that means Kyoko is alive, which means that the only possible victim is the 16th student. What are you talking about? Everyone is here. We've all been waiting for you. Sorry, but you're wrong. I've been waiting 10 minutes now, and is it okay if I punish the one making us all wait, right? If we all agree it's a violation, I'll arrange punishment right now. If it's me you're waiting for, I'm here. Because for some reason, the 16th student has not mattered until now, so it can't be her. We all spun around to look. And here's Kyoko. Okay, she's fine, so then it has to be the 16th student that's dead. So here's the problem. If Kyoko killed the 16th student, the ultimate despair, that means that I have to execute Kyoko. And I'm not a fan of that. I'm here and no rules have been broken. Kyoko! Kyoko, you're still alive! That's a ghost! Stop talking. If you want to fight, do it at the trial. You need to save some of the fun until later, right?
What?
But it's okay that there's no particular penalty for being late?
is that right?
I made it here just fine. What school regulation did I violate? Am I wrong? You're so selfish, so spoiled. That's right. There's no penalty officially, but I bet you'll be sorry later. No, I'll make sure you're sorry later. Anyway, hustle your butts into the elevator is one step behind you. Whenever Monokuma was gone, we all rushed up to Kyoko. Kyoko! So you really didn't die? Yeah. Yeah, that's how she's alive right now.
Indeed.
The chicken deserves his own trial. Kyoko. Yes, she's alive. I noticed. Don't say Kyoko's gonna get a spanking. That's weird of you. Of course I didn't die. Thank God. I'm so glad you're okay. Perhaps, but it's not necessarily a good thing for us. He's right. Now we gotta deal with a ghost. Hiro. No. I mean, I guess Hiro doesn't know that there's a 16th student, which would be fucking weird. So here's an issue. I mean, I guess if there was a punishment, it would have been exacted on what's-her-name by now. But that means that there's someone else is the mastermind because what's-her-name is dead. I assume that's her. You know? Considering we only have done trials for people, like students. I told you to stop. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on. No, that's not it. Regulations. Participation is mandatory for all surviving students. What the fuck? So it can't be her then. In fact, she can't even be alive. In fact, this murder could have happened way, way before now. Are there any other regulations? I'll figure it out very soon. I'll get it. No spoilers, but I think I'm onto something. Because if she hasn't been here, then she should have been punished for it. But she's not been punished, but we did find her body. And if we found her body, if that's actually a body, which it is because we're having to go through this whole charade, Monokuma is making us do this. That means that she was killed, but quite a while ago. Which means actually a whole fuck ton of people who are dead are now on the platter. Like it could be Leon. It legitimately could be Leon. What the fuck? She missed the other trials. It actually could be Leon because Leon could have killed her way before now. Like a week ago. Sinful Holly, thank you for the 2 months of support. Like, I'm joking that it's Leon half the time, but actually it's entirely possible for it to be Leon. Fuck, I hate this. I told you to stop talking. Come on, let's go. Just whatever we need to discuss, we can do it during the trial. Without ever looking directly at Kyoko, Byakuya stepped out into the elevator. Master, wait for me. Good call. Who knows what might happen if we take too long, yeah. I'll be happy when this trial is all over. One after another, everyone piled into the elevator. I couldn't help myself. I had to talk to Kyoko before the trial started. Hey. Why does everyone think it's Leon again? Because it was Leon the first time. And now we're memeing about it every time. But every time it's been incorrect because Leon was executed, so obviously he's dead, but... you know... it's fine. But the thing is, you don't get put on trial until the body is found. And the body wasn't found until right now. Now, how that's happened... Sig Drive, thank you for the sub. Or the re-sub. I'm glad you're enjoying. I'm super confused now. The fact that she had to be here for the trials, but wasn't, implies that she's been dead this whole time. How the bomb got planted on her, how it got from the gym upstairs is probably relevant. Oof. Oof. It's a meme, but I'm wondering if we're taking it seriously. We could. It could actually be Leon for once. Listen, before we get started, I have to ask you, where have you been this whole time? You used that key of yours to go somewhere, didn't you? So I went to investigate the second floor of the dorms. The second floor?
That's right.
There aren't any monitors or cameras there, so I was able to avoid Monokuma completely. Of course, I also missed his announcement because of that. I have no idea a body had been discovered. And what did you find out? Just now, I finished my search and came back down just in time to hear a class trial announcement. I took some time to go over the crime scene first, but I can't go to a trial completely uninformed, can I? So that's why you were late.
However,
I'm sorry I kept you all waiting, but if you were on the second floor of the dorms, then that's what that key... So, that's like, if you're in the... I can't look at the map, but when you're near the hot spring, there's that gated off area right next to... it's right next to the resource room. You can't go in there, right? That gated off area. Then what's that key you found and go to?
wrong.
Actually, to be precise, not quite.
In other words,
Use Monokuma's secret tool, which can open any lock in the school. What? Kyoko's account has been added to the Truth Bullets section.
Just a second.
Hey, what are you two up to? Hurry before we get in trouble with Monokuma.
Makoto.
Blackout warning for New York? What? The lights are going off. Weird. Secret tool. Worm on a string. Spoilers. We can go over the details after we get over the trial. Right now, I want to just focus on surviving our current situation. Because this is probably the most crucial moment so far for me. For her? That's a strange way to put it. She wasn't there to investigate. That's part of it.
Goodbye.
Well, if that's all. Seemingly unconcerned, Kyoko made her way to the elevator. I'm just overthinking what she said, right? I think we're supposed to think that it's her. With the possibility that it could be anyone that... I mean, it had to have been before now. I'm still sticking with the Byakuya Toko thing. Because I don't know how else the bomb could get upstairs. But, yeah, no, she would actually be crazy enough to blow herself up, right? Can't imagine getting used to the mental pressure that comes with preparing for an execution. In the dusky darkness, nobody says a word. We just stood there silent and still. After an immeasurable period of time, the doors opened without warning. A dazzling light penetrated every depth of my eyes. But this wasn't the illuminating light of hope. It was the illuminating light of despair. Oh, I was close. Blinding light of despair. That makes sense. What the fuck? I hate your redecorations. I've been waiting for so long for this. I feel like it's been forever since we got together like this. The time for pointless jokes and jabs have passed. Let's get on with the show. And so, curtains open for the 5th time. Deadly judgment, deadly deception, deadly do. Yes, okay. Set skills, let's just unlock everything. And then I'll actually check and see. Okay, so I only have this many skills, so we're just using all of them. Why do I think she or he was killed previously? Because it is against the rules to not show up for any of the trials. And because she didn't show up to any of the trials, she would have been punished. But she wasn't punished. So that means that she had to have been dead since literally before the first trial.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial.
And we're only doing a trial
So,
because she
your
died,
votes
not because of
will
punishment.
determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, Then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened. And
There
the
wasn't a
one
place
that
for her, though.
deceived
There is.
Everyone else will graduate.
There's 16 spots. They made a point of mentioning that.
Okay, well,
Well then, let's discuss the specifics of the victim. First, we need to clarify who exactly the unidentified victim is.
It's Kyoko. There's no other explanation.
Hero, you're dumb.
But Kyoko's standing right there.
Yeah.
No, that's a ghost.
No, it's not.
But she has legs and stuff.
Well, that's just because she's like the latest evolution in ghost technology.
There's a limit to how much ridiculousness I can tolerate.
Okay. So I just have to prove that the corpse isn't Kyoko, right?
I assume I can't just point at her standing 3 feet from me and go, there she is.
Then let's compare Kyoko's traits to the traits of the dead body.
Her traits?
I got it! I'm talking about her gloves. They'll give us some insight into the mystery. I'm sure of it.
In that case, I think it would be helpful if someone explained why she actually wears those gloves.
This is dumb. Kyoko's literally in the room. Kyoko, can you prove you're not dead, please? Like, walk through some shit for us. Thank you.
And would you happen to know the answer?
In fact, Monokuma told me. Apparently you have scars on your hands you don't want anyone to see.
Oh! You know, now that I think about it, the corpse wasn't wearing any gloves, right?
They probably just got burnt up in the explosion.
I mean, it would make the trial really easy if the ghosts come out. Like, if the ghost just showed up to the trial, it'd be really easy.
I'm not convinced. The ghost is just trying to fool us all.
Hero, can you just not? There's no way that corpse is Kyoko. Yes. But if I can't prove why, we're gonna be stuck in a case. Hero's the only one having a problem with that. I have I don't have any choice but to. How can Hero live? I don't know. This is why he's alive.
That Kyoko there is just a ghost.
Impossible.
I don't know
Okay,
what the right one
prove
is.
it. Prove she's not a ghost.
The dead body wasn't wearing gloves.
They got burnt up in the explosion.
The only person I need to disprove is Hero, so it's gonna be something Hero says.
Well, yeah, she must have been wearing gloves. Because that corpse is absolutely Kyoko.
Okay, I missed my shot, but
That
Kyoko there. Okay.
it's either the state of.
they got burnt up.
Okay,
in
I
the
actually need
explosion.
to get the statement from her, I think.
She was wearing gloves.
Well, yeah, she must have been wearing gloves. Because that corpse is absolutely Kyoko.
This entire discussion is idiotic.
Yeah, it is actually.
That Kyoko there is just a ghost.
Okay.
Then prove it.
The dead body wasn't wearing gloves.
Can we just use
They
this?
got burnt up in the explosion.
No, wait, hold on.
Wearing gloves before the explosion.
Well, yeah, she must have been wearing
No.
gloves. Because that corpse
No!
is
God
absolutely
damn it!
Kyoko.
I just
This
missed.
entire discussion is idiotic.
That Kyoko. Okay. Then prove
The
it.
dead body
They got burnt up in the explosion.
Then she was wearing gloves before the explosion.
Well, yeah, she must have been wearing gloves.
No, that's not what I meant to do! I pressed it and it counted as me taking it.
Kyoko there is just a ghost.
Impossible.
Okay. Then prove it.
The dead body wasn't wearing gloves.
They got burnt up in the explosion.
I don't know what word you want me to say, game.
She was wearing gloves before the explosion.
Well, yeah, she must have been wearing gloves.
Okay, that's not it. Hey, Nick.
Shoot!
Off to a great start to this trial.
Just a ghost.
Impossible.
Tattoo on the right hand. How?
Okay, then prove it. Prove she's not a ghost.
The dead body wasn't wearing gloves.
Okay.
They got burnt up in the explosion.
Then she was wearing gloves before the explosion.
Well, yeah, she must have been wearing gloves.
Shoot!
You guys said I was right on the first one, and I absolutely was not. Nails?
Kyoko there is just a ghost.
Okay, then prove
The dead body wasn't wearing.
They got burnt up in the explosion.
Then she was wearing.
This is
gloves
bad.
before the explosion.
Well, yeah.
She must have been wearing gloves.
There we go.
No, it's wrong.
Every time.
No, there's no way the corpse was wearing gloves. Whoever it was, they were wearing fake nails, remember? I imagine trying to wear gloves over nails like that would have been a pretty big pain.
I hate that we have to explain who the dead body is because the person he is accusing
Kyoko
being
wears
dead
gloves
is
to hide
here.
her hands, right? It'd be pretty weird for someone who's self-conscious about their hands to wear fake nails, don't you think?
Jeez, man, you don't know women, huh? They're complicated like that.
If anyone doesn't know women, it's you.
Well, Kyoko, any thoughts?
You're a
These gloves were custom made to the size of my hands to make sure they don't interfere with my daily life. If I wore fake nails, the gloves wouldn't fit properly.
Then that's that. The dead body doesn't belong
She's
to
also
Kyoko.
right the fuck here.
Which should have been obvious since she's standing right here.
Thank you.
Okay, so then, who's the real victim?
That's
First,
it.
We need to figure that out.
That's the first thing I said. You're the one who's been dragging...
Okay.
If Kyoko really is still alive, then
Go
who
through it
died?
once.
There's gotta be some way to figure it out. I don't think so. The face was scorched beyond recognition. And there wasn't any description in the Monokuma file. Well, if we can't identify the body...
Then there's nothing
Okay.
else we can do.
Tattoo on the right hand. Okay.
If Kyoko really, then who died?
There's gotta
There we
be-
go.
I don't think so. The face was scorched.
Okay.
There wasn't any description in the Monokuma file. Well, if we can't identify...
No. Okay.
No, that's wrong. There was one clue left behind that we can use to identify the body.
What? For real? If you're lying, you'll die a cruel and unusual death.
Cruel and unusual death. This I gotta see.
Hero, can you not? What the fuck?
She's just being stupid. Ignore them, Makoto. Tell us
The key to figuring out who it was is the tattoo on the back of her hand.
Oh, yeah. The design's pretty strange, huh?
It's Fenrir.
Her master must have made her get it. To be like, you're my bitch.
Wow. Whoa.
Seriously? They really did something that humiliating?
Toko, are you okay?
No, that's not it. The identity of the victim is hidden within that tattoo.
Oh, really?
I'm sorry, I was thrown for a loop. Fragments, where the body was found, knife. I think it's, yeah, I think it's this one.
I got it! The Fenrir Mercenary Corps.
Okay.
That's the name of the military
Sorry, I was still
group
doing the
Yuko
Toko
and
situation.
Kusaba belonged to.
Okay, so
To show that they're a member of the team, each soldier that joins the squad would get a tattoo representing Fenrir somewhere on their body.
Fenrir?
Is that what we, okay. Is it gonna be wolf or dog? Wolf.
Now I understand.
Doge?
The representation of Fenrir is a wolf.
Fenrir, the Wolf of Ragnarok. It's from Norse mythology. A huge, world-ending wolf beast. He's the child of the trickster god Loki, and a female giant.
man, after all this time, we finally got a
It's actually
glimpse of where
weirdly
it all
important that they specify that it was a female giant, because Loki had some weird shit where he, like, fucked a donkey? Or a donkey fucked him? Some weird shit.
A wolf tattoo.
Exactly. The body we found had a tattoo of a wolf.
Yeah, Loki was a mother a couple of times. It was a horse, excuse me. It wasn't a donkey, it was a horse. It was weird man.
Which means that person must have once belonged to Fenrir. So it must have been Mukuro.
I had the idea to start streaming. I'd stream math and my college homework. I'm a freshman. I don't know how much people want to see math, but I talk about Warhammer all the time. That's basically math. So, I mean, give it a go.
Hold on.
I'm not interesting, and people want to hear about math. I mean, if you're good at math especially, I think that would be good. I always try and encourage everyone to stream, because it's like, because I'm not interesting, I assume that you guys probably are more so. So that means that as long as you can pull off being more interesting than me, you'll be fine. You'll do great. Next ninja.
You sound surprised, but you're absolutely right. Yes, indeed. The trial this time is to solve the murder of Mukuro Ikusaba.
Oh, is streaming your homework against the TOS? That might be true, actually.
Are you saying the mastermind is dead? And now we have to have a cool-ass trial?
Well, the mastermind isn't dead, apparently.
No. It means we were wrong in thinking that Mukuro was the mastermind at all.
But I mean, being the ultimate despair seems like a pretty mastermindy title to me.
Maybe we shouldn't have been thinking of her as the ultimate despair in the first place.
That's not her actual title for some reason. Also, I always look at his eyes as if they're like not right. Right. Yeah, I don't know. I would look into the rules and regulations on that. Now that Chad has mentioned it, yeah. Just do math with no context. If you do it out of order and you do some random shit, you might be fine.
All it said was that she was the ultimate soldier. If I remember correctly, that other information came from Kyoko. That's what you told Makoto, right?
So that means Kyoko got it wrong?
Or lied.
Who was she? Who was Mukuro Ikusaba? She's been gone this whole time? And when she finally turns up, she gets killed. Usually when there's a scene where an important character dies, it has a lot more detail.
So you're saying she wasn't an important character? Which would mean she was the same as us. Just another participant.
Yeah.
Then who's the real mastermind?
The killer is either, well, it's pretty much anyone.
It must have been the Hope's Peak Academy headmaster after all.
No, because we're having a trial.
No, the headmaster has nothing to do with it.
But how can we trust that? We already know your information about Mukuro was wrong.
My information was not wrong.
Okay. We're in the middle of a trial right now. Figuring out who killed Mukuro is first and foremost. Please limit all future prattle, chatter, and chit-chat as much as possible.
It does seem to be relevant, though.
Fine. Uncovering the identity of the mastermind will have to wait. But remember this. No matter what happens, we will find out who you really are. I stake my family name on it.
I have officially decided to completely ignore all such attempts at provocation. Now then, just so nobody's confused, let me state this one more time for the record. The reason we're having a class trial is because a murder among the students has taken place. Hammer that point straight into your big old brain!
Which means it wasn't the mastermind.
What you're saying is that both the victim and the culprit are part of the student body?
Yes.
One of us killed Mukuro?
No, I'll be playing the other two, but it'll definitely be after the charity event.
Wait, no. There's a chance that there's some mystery 17th person who's been
Hero,
hiding
rein
all
it in a
along.
bit.
Nope. There are only 16 students in total that have been taking part in these events.
Seriously? Then one of us killed Mukuro?
This trial is a fucking shit show already.
Who did it? Who's the killer this time?
Get a hold of yourself. We've already narrowed down the list.
No, we haven't.
Huh?
I'm sure you realize who I'm talking about, right, Makoto? Who the evidence points to?
Can I just point out that his eyes don't appear to be, like, the pupils, he's got, like, a cross-eye thing going, right? Like, am I crazy? Am I crazy? Based on what we know, it could only be, us. I guess.
Narrowed it down to Kyoko and me.
I know it's
right?
not me because I've got an alibi.
Why do you say that?
Allow me to explain.
Everyone else has alibis.
Just after nighttime last night, I went to the garden, so I can confirm that at that point, there was no dead body there. So, the murder must have taken place after
And we're taking
I
his
left the
word
garden.
for that, to be honest.
However, Hiro, Toko, Hina, and I were in the gym the entire time.
The gym?
That's right. The four of us were there trying to dismantle Monokuma. The whole time we were very careful not to go anywhere alone. We even went to the bathroom in pairs. All of which is to say, the four of us all have alibis. The only ones without alibis
Are me and Makoto.
exactly.
Can I point out exactly what I said to the group? About that it could be Leon somehow? I can't let this stand. Somehow I have to clear my name.
I have something I'd like to say regarding the whole alibi thing.
I guess that'll clear both of us as well. Sort of.
Are you thinking of raising an objection?
Well, before that, I just want to try and get a better idea of what time the murder took place. Doing that might reveal some kind of clue.
Whatever you want. Somebody go ahead and help him out.
Me and Byakuya can both confirm that the body wasn't in the garden at... Well, it was after nighttime for sure. I'd say it must have been around 10 o'clock. So the murder must have happened after 10 p.m.
No.
Then I guess we can say the time.
I mean, I'm gonna assume that, but I'm right. I'm right about that. Like, it literally could be Leon.
Oh, but what time did we find the body?
The one who saw the body first was Toko, right? And she went to go get the pickaxe.
I got it! The body must have been discovered at 9 a.m., since that's when Toko went to get the pickaxe.
And when she came back, her alter came back instead. Even if you're smart, Makoto isn't. I know. It's very much Phoenix Wright syndrome. I've only been streaming for about 30-ish minutes. 30, 40 minutes. 37 minutes and almost 38. Okay, we'll go get the pickaxe and be back by 9:01.
He's right. It had to be around then.
So we can be totally sure the murder happened sometime between 10 at night and 9 in the morning.
Yeah, I guess.
For me, I was already asleep before nighttime hit, so I don't have an alibi after 10 o'clock. But I'm sure I met up with everyone else before 9 this morning.
We ran into each other in the dining hall, right? Oh yeah, right around 7:30. I remember checking right before I went in, so I'm...
Which means from 10 p.m. to 7:30 a.m., you don't have an alibi.
Right. Murder happened between 10 p.m. and 9 a.m. and I don't have an alibi yet. So it looks like the game has begun. I have to prove that I can't prove that I have an alibi. Then I just have to prove that the murder didn't happen during that time or I don't have an alibi. To do that, I need to make it clear when the body ended up in the garden. Which is not useful information now that we know the things. It could have been hidden somewhere else, which I think is in the shed. It's the sprinklers.
We've established a time frame for the murder. It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock at night and 9 o'clock in the morning.
2 o'clock.
Yep, and Makoto doesn't have an
3
alibi
o'clock.
most of that time.
Yeah, from 10 o'clock to 7:30.
Nope. All right. Need to wait until the sprinklers come on at 9.
Time frame for the murder.
Right?
It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock at night and 9 o'clock in the morning.
Yep, and Makoto does...
Yeah, from 10
So I think it's his thing that I need to.
7:30.
It's not that.
That's
I think it's
more
the
than
first thing
enough
he
time to
says.
commit murder, I should think. So Makoto, if you have
Okay, so it's the first thing that was said. At 7:30. I forgot what time they came on at.
Established a time frame.
Okay, I need to actually look at the evidence. Sprinklers, 7:30 every morning.
It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock and...
There it is. Okay.
No, that's wrong.
That helped. At 9 they found the body. To 7:30 the sprinklers came on.
Actually, the murder couldn't have happened anywhere near 10 o'clock. It had to have taken place way later.
And what makes you say that?
Sprinklers.
Sprinklers in the garden.
But they could have been moved. The body could have been moved and placed there.
7:30 every morning, right? So if the body had been in the garden before 7:30,
Guys, how long does it take for water to evaporate? Do you think it takes less than 2 hours?
then it should have been completely soaked.
Oh, hold on. I remember this part
What about that dirty tarp?
perfectly.
That's what I'm talking about. There could have been a...
The body was wet. Dripping wet, in fact.
Depends on the humidity and the heat and all that.
Sorry, Toko, but you're wrong.
I'm wrong? How? Are you saying only the mouth down south was wet?
What?
How dare you spew such indecent words?
Toko?
No, I'm saying that the body was wet, but not because of the sprinklers.
What do you mean?
Shot just went like 1,000 miles an hour. Like, Toko, you need to get laid. Like, hard. Like, I normally don't recommend that for high schoolers, but oh my god. Like, Jesus, kid.
By denying the sprinkler, are you trying to deny my entire existence?
Man, you're totally wacko.
You just noticed?
If you really think it wasn't the sprinkler, you'd better tell us why.
To prove it was the sprinkler that got the body wet, all I have to do is hit Toko with certain evidence, and that should do it. We should look at the body. Water. I doused the body in water because it was on fire. Oh, it's one of these.
I admit nothing. I hate you. No, no, no! I don't know anything. Hold on. Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. I hate you. No, no, no! I don't know anything. Hold on.
Oh, I did this wrong.
Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing.
I accidentally hit space. What's the button to, reload? Okay, well, it doesn't matter.
How can you say it wasn't
This should prove it. Just remember
I did
what
fine.
the
It's
body
tab.
was
I
like
pressed
after
space
the
to do the cheat
explosion,
mode
and
thing.
you'll see why it wasn't the
But
sprinklers.
you only want to use the cheat mode when they actually cover the thing so you can't figure out the rhythm anymore. Luckily, I wasn't
The
punished.
top half of the body was wet, yes, but the bottom half was completely dry.
The mouth down south was completely dry, as you say.
If the sprinklers got the body wet, shouldn't the whole body have been wet?
So they only got the top wet? The bottom is completely dry? What a brutal... I'm so sick of her.
Let's just move on.
What?
The reason only the top half was wet was because
I've never heard the term the mouth down south.
while the body was still on fire, I doused it with water. But only the part on fire, the top half.
Oh, then I guess the sprinklers really didn't do it.
Yes, we're aware, we know what the mouth down south means.
So if the sprinklers didn't get the body wet, then the murder must have taken place sometime after the sprinklers turned on at 7:30 in the morning.
At which time I had an alibi.
Which means she must have been killed sometime between then.
Unless if
and
the
when
body was put in the shed, in which case I have no alibi, but I don't want to bring that up, because if I bring that up...
But Makoto's alibi was only missing from 10 o'clock last night.
Right.
So there's no way Makoto could have done it. I guess you had an alibi after all. Good for you.
In
Thanks,
which
Hiro.
case, the only one left without an alibi is Kyoko.
Unless, of course, it could have been someone else. Kyoko's the only one out that had an alibi, which means that Murakuro's killer is... No, I refuse to believe it. Kyoko murdered someone?
I'd just like to say one thing. If you vote for me, and I die here, the mystery of this school will stay hidden forever. Which is why I can't let that happen.
Do you want to explain? Huh?
So are you saying you're not the culprit?
Of course I'm not. I have no reason to kill anyone. This is a trap the mastermind has laid for us.
A trap?
We're this far into the game, and now you decide to blame me? Stop wasting time! Stop wasting energy! You really think your little trick is gonna work?
Shut up, you!
You got it, boss! Shutting up now!
Anyway, Kyoko,
Boss?
you actually did have a reason to kill her.
Huh? She did?
She thought Mukuro was the ultimate despair. In other words, the mastermind behind everything. So she killed her to try and put a stop to all this. But you made one catastrophic mistake. Mukuro wasn't the mastermind at all. And as a result, we were forced into another trial. Something I'm sure you weren't at all expecting.
So, that was her motive?
If she had a motive and no alibi, well then, I think it's pretty clear Kyoko's gotta be the culprit.
I mean, we have so much evidence left, so it's clearly not that.
I'm not the only one without an alibi. Makoto's explanation is still insufficient.
Thank you, Kyoko, for ruining everything.
The sprinklers didn't get the body wet, but that doesn't mean the murder happened when he said it did.
Kyoko, you know I didn't do it. Yeah, I know. Thank you, Natalie, for pointing out that he did indeed think that...
Because you see, there is a way the body could have avoided getting wet.
Interesting. I'm listening.
All it would take is covering the body with a certain something to keep it from getting wet.
Why would I help her with this?
I got it!
It's a tarp! That's how I did
Talking
it!
about the tarp, aren't you?
You catch on quick. You're right. All you'd have to do is cover the body with the tarp, and that'd take care of the water.
You could have just said tarp.
In fact, that's exactly what the killer did. The dirt pattern on the tarp can attest to that. Only one side of the tarp got dirty, because that's the side that got covered in water. The side that faced down over the body, meanwhile, kept perfectly clean.
Right.
This proves that the killer used the tarp to keep the body from getting soaked.
But why would they go to all that effort just to keep the body from getting wet?
Because now we don't know when the murder happened.
Most likely so they could cloud the issue of when the murder actually took place. In other words, to create an excuse exactly like the one Makoto just gave us.
Right. Why'd Kyoko say that? Why would she want me to look like the killer? No, I can't think about that right now. That tarp. If it was used the way that Kyoko said, the tarp must have touched the body, right? But the body.
Wait.
Yeah, there's blood on the body.
And what might that be?
Can't worry about Kyoko's motivations. If I don't do something, everyone's gonna think I'm the killer. I have to refute what Kyoko said. Yeah, she had a lot of blood on her. Body before the explosion.
By covering the body with the tarp, the killer prevented it from getting wet.
So the reason the tarp was only
I gotta
dirty on
only
one
refute
side was the
Kyoko.
sprinkler got that side wet.
But the underside of the tarp, it was totally spotless, right?
It's because that side was protected from the water.
Okay, that's right. I just said that.
Shoot!
It's a good question, Aluminum. I don't know the answer to it though.
By covering the body with the tarp,
Body before the
the
explosion.
killer prevented it from getting wet.
So the reason the tarp was only dirty on one side is because the sprinkler got that side.
But the underside of the tarp, it was totally spotless.
It's gotta be something that she says afterwards.
Since it was facing down toward the body, of course it didn't get dirty.
It's so weird. Yeah, I'm a little disappointed that it might be Kyoko.
One side being clean is pretty strange if you think
I mean,
about
tarps
it.
generally are kind of dirty on both sides. Like, tarps are just kind of dirty in general, and up until you, well, they're clean up until you use them, and once you use them once, they're dirty forever.
Because the blood wasn't dry before the body got blown up, right? Yakuya said it himself. Not to touch it, or you might get some on you. If you put a tarp on a body in that state, it absolutely would have gotten blood on it.
So that's bizarre. That means that... Flubidus, thank you for the 23 months of support. How does Leon keep getting away with this? I'm actually suspecting Leon low-key, but I don't think that's right. So, okay, so assuming... So the tarp body was there at 9. What?
Well, maybe the culprit washed it, so nobody would know they'd used it.
That's weird.
If they had, they would have washed both sides. Just washing the one side wouldn't hide anything.
Oh, yeah, true.
More than that, what if the very blood we saw on the body was meant as a kind of camouflage?
What the fuck? The blood was camouflage?
After the killer used the tarp to avoid the sprinklers, they then covered the body in blood that didn't belong to the victim.
What?
You mean someone else's blood? Where would they get something like that?
The nurse's office.
I know! They could have grabbed some of the blood packs from the nurse's office. That's what Hifumi did, right?
I hate that
When he
I'm
pretended
on
to
the
be
same
dead?
wavelength as Hero.
No, that's not what happened this time.
See, that's how I hate that, because I knew it was wrong.
The killer got the blood from right there in the garden.
The chicken! Chickens!
I got it! Could it have been chicken blood?
What? Chicken blood?
When I checked the chicken coop before the murder, there were
I knew it was
5
relevant
chickens.
that there were...
But after the murder, there were only 4.
So, you're saying someone killed a chicken and then covered the body with its blood?
For some reason, yes.
Man, that's messed up.
Yeah, everything's weird.
Killing a living thing just to do something like that is awful.
Killing a living
Should've
thing...
At least eaten it.
Hina, you're upset that someone killed a chicken to cover up the fact they killed someone else. You want to walk that step, like, couple... You want to walk that one back a little bit?
I wonder if the killer had to get the blood from the scene so they wouldn't be spotted walking around. Anyway, there's no denying that
God,
a
I
chicken
hate the
went missing,
decor.
which provides a basis for my theory.
Perhaps, but even so, there's one thing that still doesn't make sense. You said the culprit used the tarp to avoid the water and then covered the body in blood, right?
So how did it die then?
But if that's the case, then the blood should have soaked into the ground around the body.
Not if you killed the chicken directly on top of the body?
But that's not what we saw. Only the victim's clothing had blood on it. The ground was completely clean.
I have to agree, that certainly is strange. Maybe they didn't apply the blood at the scene. Maybe they covered the coat in blood beforehand.
What?
They covered it beforehand?
When you discovered the body,
No, wait,
was it
we
wearing
saw...
the coat like you normally would?
What the shit? We saw this person... Okay, so no, it wasn't Leon. We saw the person over my bed prior to the murder. Prior to us finding it dead. Assuming it was there to kill me, and not a dead corpse. Yeah. What's my theory right now? Kyoko's acting super suspicious, but I still think that it's probably Byakuya because I hate him.
I think so. Wait, no. The head was through the neck
Yeah.
hole, but the arms weren't in the sleeves.
Because it was backwards.
Then that settles it.
Sorry, I'm having a tough time keeping up. What settles what?
Here's what happened. The murder took place before the sprinklers went off,
Right?
but the body didn't get wet because the killer covered it with the tarp.
Right.
Then, later, at the same time the killer was gathering up the tarp, they pulled the coat over the body, the coat they'd already covered in blood. This series of cover-ups was meant to disguise the actual time the murder occurred.
Fucking why?
They wanted us to think the murder happened sometime after the sprinklers had gone off, at 7:30.
What the fuck is this? People were saying I was gonna hate this, like, and I do.
If that's actually what took place, it certainly becomes possible that the murder happened earlier.
Right.
But to pull all that off, wouldn't they have had to go back to the garden after the sprinklers turned off?
Yes.
That actually wouldn't have been all that difficult.
Huh?
They already had the coat ready, so they just had to grab the tarp and pull the coat over the body.
Right.
They'd be done in no time.
I know disguising the time of the murder is commonplace for criminals in cartoons, but this trial will make you scream. It's already making me mad. Debatable, version 3, or the third one's last trial was fucked, apparently.
Maybe, but still.
Hina, after you met up with Makoto in the dining hall, did you two stay together from that
I liked
point
the
on?
first trial because it was the one where I felt like I was the smartest and knew what was happening. Yeah, where were they what the fuck? How is the chicken blood still wet? That's a good point.
Oh no. I headed off to the gym, and Makoto didn't show up till later.
Why are you framing me?
Then he had plenty of time to spare, wouldn't you say?
Kyoko, what?
That's not...
Don't bother saying it's not possible.
I must admit, Kyoko's reasoning is sound. Makoto's alibi is inadequate.
And the suspicion falls back on me again. But Kyoko has still been missing all day. She is very much a suspect as well. But why? Why is Kyoko trying to entrap me? I don't understand. This guy's dead body has been added. Yeah.
Well then, it looks like we're back to square one. Makoto's alibi is no good, so once again, our suspects are him and Kyoko.
For serious, man? Which one of them did it? Hey, why don't we let luck decide? Let's flip a coin. 50-50 odds.
Hiro? You wanna play Russian roulette with 6 bullets in the chamber? You go first.
Oh!
See? Pretty good idea, right?
No, it's not.
No, not that. I just remembered something super serious.
Well, don't just stand there. Out with it.
You know that knife we found all black and burnt?
One we
no
found
blood
stuck
on it?
in the body before it exploded, right? According to the Monokuma file, the knife went all the way through, from front to back. So, what about it?
I'm pretty sure I'd seen that knife somewhere before.
Oh, fuck. Kyoko, why are you doing
That's
this?
what I thought when I first saw it. I just remembered.
Listen, more important. Now that we have the knife, what are you gonna do with it? We can't let Toko keep it, that's for sure. I don't know what she might do. I don't want it anyway. So what should I do? Why don't you hang on to it, Makoto? Oh, you bitch! You had this planned out a day in advance? God damn! Why?
It's the knife we gave to Makoto?
You don't seem surprised. You must have noticed earlier.
Yeah.
Then why did you hide that fact?
I didn't. We just didn't bring it up until now.
It's not that I hid it. It's just...
I could be sure of what actually happened last night. I thought maybe I really did kill her.
Suspicious. Very suspicious indeed. The knife we found stuck in the body came from Makoto. Now I'm totally convinced he did it. 12,000% convinced.
Hero, you were convinced she was a ghost like 5 minutes ago. Considering everything up till now, maybe I should make it clear. I have to prove that I didn't murder anyone, and I'm not the killer. Okay. I'm gonna have to read this one through a couple times.
Lodged in the dead body. It's the same one you gave to Makoto. It really is, isn't it? I was afraid of that.
If he did have that knife before...
I'm just gonna listen to the trial thing real quick.
Makoto did it!
Shut up.
Just because I had the knife once, that automatically makes me the killer?
Well, getting stabbed is what killed her, right? So there's no question.
that's wrong. All right, how do I say
You
that?
took that knife of yours and killed her with it.
Stab, stab.
Horrible man you are, Makoto.
Okay, so it's the last thing he says there. That's, yeah.
The knife we found lodged in the dead body. It's the same one It really is, isn't it? I was afraid of that.
If he did have that knife before,
That seals it. Just because I had the that automatically
Okay,
makes
slow
me
it
the
down.
killer?
well, getting stabbed is what...
No, it's not.
No, that's wrong.
We actually don't know how she died.
Wait.
Why are we not
hold on.
discussing Kyoko?
The stab
Common
wound
debate
isn't what
tactics
killed
is
Mukuro.
you control the argument, and then from there, you get to decide how it goes, and she's decided that I'm guilty. She's decided to pin it on me, and people are buying into all this new revelations. They're going with the way that the discussion is going, and so they're going with it. Basically, they're all dumb, and I hate them. Snow Dragon, thank you for 6 months of support.
That should be clear from the description of the cover-up we just heard.
Lies! We never talked about what killed her!
We never did.
No, don't you remember? The killer covered the dead body with the tarp, and then put the bloody coat on it, right? In other words, the victim never wore that blood-stained coat until after they were dead.
Okay, fine. So what?
So, when we discovered the body, the knife had been thrust through the coat along with the body. Meaning, if she wasn't stabbed until the coat was put on, and she was already dead at that point, obviously the stab wound isn't what killed her.
Maybe you stabbed her twice. Once to kill her and once to cover it up.
Hero, how does that make sense? The exact condition of the body was written down for everyone to see it. Does this have it? There we go.
I got it! The Monokuma file clearly states that there was only one stab wound.
Bover Voltrix, I guess James at Games, thank you for giving him a sub. Very kind of you.
Oh yeah, it sure did. Totally
Make sure you thank him as well, Bover. I have no idea how to pronounce your name. I'm sorry.
Then the knife
was just another piece of camouflage set up by the true killer. They probably stabbed her to draw attention away from what actually killed her. Exploding the body afterward was probably meant to do the same thing.
There's so many covers up.
The explosion severely damaged the body, making it impossible to know what really killed her. It was all the killer's attempt to destroy all
I would take a
evidence
guess
of their
and say it's
crime.
probably Flamadus or Nick that you got your sub from, Alex. Based on who's been giving out subs recently. Nick has been giving out a lot, so pretty high chance that it's him. I would think both of them, and then you're probably right.
So they wanted us to notice the stab wound and then detonated the body afterward.
Right.
They meant for us to latch onto the knife as the cause of death, then destroy any evidence proving otherwise.
Oh,
Right.
Hey, I have a question. It kind of goes back to the beginning, but
Is Kyoko dead?
what's the deal with that explosion anyway? Why'd the body just blow up all of a sudden like that?
If you bothered to put that lump
could
of
also
gray
have been an
matter
anon.
between your ears to use, you'd know the answer.
Well, if you're so smart, just tell me.
I'll tell you. I bet some unknown quantum particle caused
Hero, no.
atomic level spontaneous combustion.
I might be dumb, but even I'm not dumb enough to believe that.
Go ahead, Makoto. Tell her or we won't make any headway.
Fragment from bomb. Okay, I gotta say the fragment then.
I got it! After the explosion, we found a tiny fragment of something on the ground near the body, right? That fragment reveals the cause of the explosion.
Huh? You know, I feel like I've seen something like it somewhere before.
That's only natural, because of course, we saw the same thing when we dismantled Monokuma.
Now, here's an interesting fact. The body was left unattended, and the only people who could have gotten to it would have been Kyoto or Toko.
It's part of a bomb.
Oh, then the explosion was because of the Monokuma bomb.
Anyway, the culprit
Anyway.
is becoming more and more obvious
Kyoto,
by
yeah,
the minute.
close enough. Whatever, fuck
They
it.
wanted the knife wound to
She's a
look like
bitch
the
for some
fatal
reason now.
injury so that we'd
The
suspect
entire city of
Makoto.
Kyoto did it. They all walked in. How many people live in Kyoto? In like 2000 and I think this game came out in 2002, 2001. YouTube incorrectly predicted that this game was the second game. The Kyoto Protocol in 2002, which extends the United Nations framework. Okay, so that's population in 2002. So approximately, it says 1,089,726 people walked in and moved that bomb to its... Seems a little bit off. 2010. So somewhere around about 1 million people just walked through the school. This is a Vita game, so it was 2010 instead of 2002. What do I don't fucking... Listen, guys. How long have you guys been watching me? At least an hour and 8 minutes, according to Moobot. I'm very dumb.
And the only one who would benefit from that is the only other possible suspect. You, Kyoko.
Hold on a second, Byakuya.
Kuya? Dyslexia does not equal dumb, Rev. No. No, actually, dyslexia means that you have, like, average to higher IQ in every other way other than reading. Because otherwise, you'd just be stupid. That being said, it's entirely possible I'm just stupid, guys.
What's the problem?
I said it right?
Well, I just feel like we need to think this through. We still don't know what actually killed the victim.
That's true. It's definitely bugging me. What really killed her?
Yeah.
Fine. I have no problem with that. Let us continue the debate. It won't change the facts of the case regardless.
It will, probably. We need to determine what ultimately killed the victim. I need to concentrate. We know who the body is, yeah. Okay, hold up. Okay, so that's not going to be useful. We got to steal something.
The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined, correct?
The explosion didn't kill her for sure. I guess.
Well, yeah. She was already totally dead when that happened.
Are we sure?
It wasn't you because of the knife, right? And then there's only one other thing.
Read the whole file. Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. It wasn't in the explosion. The victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife, which went completely through the body. So it wasn't the explosion or the knife stab.
That's gotta be it. There was evidence that showed she was hit on the back of her head.
What? No.
And
What?
more than that,
What? Oh, there's more information. She had also been struck in the back of the head with a thick metal-like object. Okay. But these were at least several days old. Okay.
the victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire body.
Thank you for proving your IQ. Yeah, yep, I'm dumb.
Then, shall we continue the debate? The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined, correct?
I think it's that. And that she'd been dead for a few days. Like I said originally.
Mukuro died because of the blow to the back of the head she suffered.
What about the wounds all over the rest of her body? They didn't have anything to do with it?
The Monokuma file makes it clear that those weren't fresh wounds.
Oh yeah, good point. If they were old, I guess they
His
don't really
voice.
matter.
Okay, then we're safe in assuming the blow to the back of her head is what killed her.
But then, what was the murder weapon? The Monokuma file says she was hit with a blunt object. But the
Oh, I bet it was the pickaxe.
It's a blunt object, dumbass.
how is that even possible? If you hit someone with that, it'd cave their skull in completely.
Well, maybe they held it the other way and hit her with the handle.
Just give me 1 second, guys. I want you guys to be on the level here. Okay, real quick. So someone. So here's a pickaxe, right? Let me draw it right. Hold on. All right, so pickaxe, right? Okay, it's got a little. All right. So. And then. I gotta work this one out, guys. Give me a second. Gotta have the angry eyebrows. I'm working this one out still. They're sad because they're dead. I think it checks out, guys. I think it checks out. No, that would work. Okay, that would work. All right. I think he's onto something, guys.
No way! The balance would be all
Oh yeah,
off.
you're right. That's
You
fucking
wouldn't be able to
stupid.
swim
Thank you,
with any
Toko.
kind- I wouldn't mind testing it on you if you want.
What?
No thanks. I bet you just hit me with the metal end and call it an accident.
Why?
I'd love to scoop out that nasty brain of yours, throw it on the ground, and spit on it.
Okay.
I feel the same way. Looks like we're on the same page this time.
Okay, we don't have time for whatever you guys are doing.
Seriously?
We want to figure out what killed her, right? It just so happens we already know.
We already know? I knew we could count on you, Master.
So what was it?
Go ahead and tell them, Makoto. Surely you've deduced the real murder weapon.
What? Arrows? Chicken?
I got it! Mukuro was hit in the back of the head with something. And that's what killed her.
I don't... The wound was a bludgeon, right?
And that something was the titanium arrow we found in the locker in the dojo.
Okay, so the reason I guessed the arrows because it was like the only weapon-looking thing outside of the chickens on that list. That being said, like, I'm not an expert with like weapons, clearly. I'm not an expert in a lot of things, but that's what?
Arrow. That's what the culprit attacked Mukuro with?
Indeed. There's no doubt about it.
For a moment, I did consider chickens. You could beat someone to death with a chicken. That would be fucked up and weird of you, but you could.
Are you sure? That sounds kind of weird.
Yeah.
Hey! How dare you backtalk, Master? You have no right!
Titanium is...
I'm not backtalking anything. I'm just saying what I think.
I still think it's Byakuya. Yeah. One more secret. It's... What? What the fuck is happening?
The titanium arrow. It was in the dojo locker, right? I have no doubt that was the murder weapon.
Are you sure?
Okay. Probably good for me to just watch all this
What's
first.
the problem?
Well, because in the Monokuma file, it said the weapon must have been about as thick as a metal pipe, right? It seems like an
They were
arrow
taped
would
to-
just be too thin. Talking back
What?
to Master.
It was...
You have no
What?
right.
Why the fuck would you do this?
The titanium arrow.
What?
It was in the dojo locker, right? I have no doubt that was
Are you sure?
You don't sound...
Well, it said the weapon must have been about as... It seems like an arrow would just be too thin.
No, it's wrong.
Why would you do that? That's fucking weird. Shoot
You're
someone
right.
with an arrow.
Just the one arrow would have been too weak. That's why the killer used another weapon.
Another weapon?
Inside the dojo locker, we also found a balled-up wad of duct tape. The killer probably uses duct tape to bind multiple arrows together.
Why?
Bundling them together using the duct tape would easily create a single weapon as thick as a pipe.
This is the dumbest fucking shit I've ever heard in my life.
And that's exactly what the killer did.
No, that's stupid and can't be real.
It's similar to Aesop's fable about the bundle of sticks.
What?
One stick is weak, but put them together, and they become strong. It's meant to teach cooperation.
Yeah, it's where the term fascist comes from, right? The idea of a bundle of sticks working... I don't care if it works in IRL. It's stupid. It's a stupid way of killing someone.
Damn, that's harsh.
No, not that. Not the other F word. What's the one that means like fasces were a bundle of sticks around an actual off the Roman Imperium? Right, that's what I was thinking. It's also a bundle of sticks is another thing, but we're not saying that. Fascism does come from a bundle of sticks, I guess. For the same reason, right? It's Italian.
How is it harsh?
Did I get that right? Did I actually remember something weird? I'm not saying the other word. I'm not saying the other word. Yes, I'm aware of what a bundle of sticks is called. And I know that sometimes British people call their smokes that, but we're not saying that word here.
Anyway,
because I'm American,
and
I don't say those words.
As for who the
also, why the fuck is that the thing they did?
Locker, it was you, Kyoko.
I've never been to the dojo.
Oh no, you absolutely have.
How can you say that with such confidence?
Because we have proof, of course. Don't we, Makoto? What's the matter? Surely you don't intend to protect a murderer. You know what will happen if you do, don't you? If you cover for the culprit, there's only one thing that can lead to the death of us all, remember?
So why are you in my corner now?
Of course I remember.
Then show us. Show everyone the evidence that proves Kyoko went to the dojo.
The wooden key, yes. Which was found in her room.
I got it! The one thing that proves Kyoko was in the dojo is right here. The key to the dojo locker.
The reason that everyone's memeing on Tell Him is because that's what he does every single time he gets stuck.
And how does that prove anything?
Because I found it in your room.
It was in my room?
Don't bother trying to play dumb.
She actually didn't know that.
That key is just the final piece of the puzzle. Your non-existent alibi.
Bukake, I don't think we're on the right
motive,
track
your
right now.
attempts to frame Makoto for the crime. This all proves that you are the true culprit.
You hold on a second.
Yeah.
Not this again. You really are dead set on defending her, aren't you?
No, it's not that I want to defend her. It's just there's one more thing I need to ask her. Kyoko, I want you to tell me something.
What were you
Last
doing in my
night,
room?
You were in my room, weren't you? Why? What were you doing there? That's what I need to know.
I was just protecting you.
What?
She was protecting me? Then does that mean she... She knew I was being attacked. And then she came to my rescue. Could that be Win? Which would mean that Kyoko... She killed someone for me?
That's enough. The time for idle chatter is over. A verdict is close at hand.
Oh, this is weird.
Wait.
Yeah.
I'm warning you. Don't make this mistake. I'm not the killer.
Who is then?
I knew you were stubborn, but this is just getting ridiculous.
Really? But you should know better than anyone I didn't do it. Can you tell me I'm wrong?
I should know.
Because you had the key. I'm confused as fuck. I'm holding to my guns on that it was Bukake.
Those words you just spoke. What do you mean?
Exactly what I said. I'm not the killer. You should understand that more than anyone here.
Byakuya, what are you hiding?
Master would never hide something from me!
There's proof that you aren't the culprit.
Okay, sorry. Jumped the gun. Kendrith, thank you for the 10 months of support. Funky court yes.
Those words you
The music in this game is really good.
What do you mean?
Exactly. I'm not, but you should understand. Master would never.
There's proof that you is that what you're.
You stated it. You said I hid and then
Left the locker key in my own room. But could I really have done that?
Right.
Those words you just spoke. What do you mean?
Exactly what
I know
said.
Kyoko isn't on my side.
I'm not the killer. You should understand that more than anyone here.
Byakuya, what are you hiding?
Master would never hide something from me!
There's proof that you aren't the culprit. Is that what you're saying?
You stated a theory earlier. You said I hid the evidence of my crime in the dojo locker, and then left the locker key in my own room, correct?
What?
Shoot!
No, I don't know what I'm doing. Kluk Q, thank you for the 2 months of support. Are you gonna play the other parts when you're done with this? Yeah, I think so.
Those words you just spoke. What do you mean?
Exactly what I said.
I gotta absorb something, I
I'm
just don't
not
know
the
what.
killer. You
I'm
should
just gonna
understand
absorb
that more
everything
than
until I
anyone
figure it
here.
out.
Byakuya, what are you hiding?
Master would never hide something from me!
And Byakuya is the one that's
There's
lying.
proof that you aren't the culprit. Is that what you're saying?
I mean, it's the key. That's what it is.
You
That's the
stated a
problem.
theory
It's the
earlier.
fucking key.
You said I hid the evidence of my crime in the dojo locker, and then left the locker key in my own room, correct? But could I really have done that?
I mean, the second one has fingers in his ass guy, so, I mean, we gotta meet Sans friend. Yeah, exactly.
Those words you just spoke. What do you mean?
Exactly what I said. I'm not the killer. You should understand that more than anyone here.
Byakuya, what are you
It
hiding?
has to be this.
Master would never
And it has to be shot at the next thing he says there.
There's
Macro
proof that
Avis,
you
thank you
aren't the
for the sub. It's very kind of you. I don't really understand that that's the way that we
If
find
I'm
out
right,
that.
Kyoko wouldn't have been able to get into her room.
Fuck. Are you alright with me taking a quick bathroom break and getting some water? My throat's killing me. What the fuck is this trial? I'll be right back. Give me like a couple minutes to just go pee. I think this is a good time. Like, I've been waiting for like a down moment in this trial, but every single moment of this trial has been a clusterfuck. So, I'm gonna take a 2-minute break. Why are there almost 1,000 of you here? Jesus Christ. Thank you. That's what I should be saying. Anyway, 2 minutes. I'll be right back.